Welcome back, PWNcasters. This is the After Hours show for episode 21. I am your host, Belle. I do have the writers with me, and let's get right into talking about our weeks in WoW. Frysa, what did you do this week in WoW?
I think it was a great week in WoW. I did so much. I'm really getting back into WoW again. I'm really playing every night now, at least for a couple hours. I know your husband. I've been rooting his sleep schedule because he stays up all night playing with me. And what's great about hanging out with her husband is we're both mages, and so I'll hop on my mage, which is also a horde. It's a horde mage, but I talk about mine on his. We share screens. We go to do stuff. Well, we ended up finding a macro, which I guess Spamburger always knew about this and never once decided to tell us about it. But anyways,
programmer, right? Like a macro is no big deal to me.
Spam always knows everything. It's always old news. That's why
I know.
You gotta ask the right questions.
I don't think it. I know it was old because when I actually looked it up on the internet, it said like 2006 or 2007, and I was like, oh, so it's a thing you did, but no one talks about it. Well, for all the listeners, let's talk about it, and let's all pretend that we know everything. So I said, because me and her husband do arenas all the time, and me and Belle. So I said, is there a way for me to what is that spell called on a druid? I don't know. It just removes a curse. I said I always have to click on people to remove the fear. Well, I'm tired of that. Is there a macro I can click where I just click the button and it automatically fears the person without me having to click on them? Because it's not an AOE spell. It's a target spell. So I looked it up on the internet, and there is. I think if you can link it on a picture and show what we're talking about later on the editing would be great. It's basically you put cast or /cast at, and then the person you're playing with, you type their name in, and then you put the spell right after that. So put a space and then put the spell right after that. And when you're fighting someone else, targeted on someone else, you say, I'm feared. You can click on that button, and it won't take you off your target, but it'll clear them. It'll take their fear away, without me even looking at them. All they have to do is say, I'm feared, and I go, bam, I hit it, and they're not feared anymore. And I never targeted them. I never looked at them. I'm still focused on my target. That exists.
That's nice. People. I didn't even know about that.
I didn't know about that. You can make up to 3 of them. You can make up as many as you want. You can have all your party members that you have there, and anybody says they're feared. And then her husband decided to make a great macro, which when he hits his trinket to get out of a fear, it also takes me out of my fear because he has removed curse on the same macro. So basically, when he triggers out of fear, I get triggered out of a fear. So and then I can trick my next person out of a fear. It's a great idea. We thought about this. This is what happens at 4 and 5 in the morning. This is what happened.
So, and this is during the week, so everybody's aware. I have to be up for work. I get up for work. I don't have to get up that early because I work from home, but I get up 30 minutes early so that I'm refreshed and ready to log in to my work chat. And I go to bed and tell my husband, you can stay up and play. I'm going to go to bed. Love you. And in the morning, I know he's been up all night because he wakes up grumpy, and he wakes up very grumpy. And the other night I said, you need to start going to bed at a decent hour because I'm tired of dealing with your grumpy ass every morning. I'm sick of dealing with it. And he's like, well, you're grumpy all the time. Well, okay, touche. That's a fact. I am grumpy all the time, but it's out of character for him to be grumpy. It's not out of character for Samantha to be grumpy. So you do have a lot of late nights. And then he always tells me about it the next day, and my eyes glaze over because some of the stuff I just don't, I'm like, cool.
It's all mage stuff.
Cool. Doesn't affect me. Cool. What?
I'm so happy. Frysa's got a new bestie. He was gone for 6 months.
What did you do this week, Spam?
I've been off my horde tune, and I've been not even leveling my ally tune. I've been leveling my wife's ally tune so she can keep up with the Joneses. So I started a horde side Friday night raid group, and we did 8 out of 14 normal mode. Friday night, last night. So we're pretty good. We got down Nasgrim on our first Friday night. We're pretty proud of ourselves. We're hoping to get the Thok next week. I don't know if it's going to happen, but
Nice.
we shall see.
Nice.
I got me some normal gears.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice. This week in WoW, we got the shamans, and this is going to be a funny story. So I'm saying I got the shamans, but I didn't. So backstory. Me and my husband, we roll shamans a few months ago, and we decided we're going to level together. He levels as enhancement, I level as healer. He decides he's going to go rogue. And he's going to finish getting to level 60 so we can boost our shamans. And he goes rogue and he levels, gets to 60, and then says, okay, it's boosting time. I put the foot down and say, no, you cannot boost until my shaman is 60. And at this point, my shaman is like 52. So he's like, well, get to leveling. So I get on to level, and I'm in heal spec because I had a damage partner, and he left me. So he wants to boost so bad. So it's during the week. I'm working. So during the week, during the day, he was on my tune, leveling my tune as elemental.
Oh my goodness.
Doing dungeons, gets me to 60, and I said,
That's
well,
a good husband.
really, he's a great husband, but the only reason he did it is because he wants to boost, and I wouldn't let him boost until I was 60. So we boosted. Enchanting, jewel crafting, love it. Now we're doing all this week. Me and him have been doing the dailies for August Celestials and the Golden Lotus for the recipes that we need. And after that, we're going to start gearing up because the shamans are going to be my second in WOD. It's going to be my warlock and my shaman. So now I'm working on gearing for elemental. Then I'll work on gearing for heals. And then I'm not going to gear too much for heals because in WOD, you only need one set of gear. So I'm looking forward to that one set of gear and not having to get the duplicates for heals. But loving the shamans, it's awesome. I'm not used to dying on Timeless Isles, so when I've died, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I dying? And my husband's like, babe, you're not on your warlock. And I'm like, yeah.
2 frogs, that's why.
It's bad. And thank you to Frysa for bringing Masana because we were just getting massacred.
Yeah. Now, can we say what happened with that?
It was like 1 a.m. and we're killing rares. And at 1 a.m. on Argent Dawn, it's like 3 a.m. on Argent Dawn. Nobody's on, so it's me and him trying to take on these rares, and we're on Skype, and Frysa hears us we're getting massacred.
Yeah, I'm leveling my mage. I'm trying my best to level him. And then all I got in my ears is, I'm dead. I'm dead. Yeah, this guy's killing me. And for like 30, 45 minutes, all I'm hearing is, I'm dead. I'm dead. And I keep thinking, are they giving me a hint that they want me to get on Masana and run over there and save them? So I go, I'm on my way, guys. They're like, well, you don't have to. But it would be great if you did. So I logged off and logged on to my healer and went and helped him. And I think it was really cool hanging out with 2 chamois.
And
although I wish
we rolled around on my mammoth, my 3-person.
Everywhere.
it's true. We were like this.
It was pretty
awesome.
awesome.
We were like that.
Although Frysa likes to try to invite everybody to group on Timeless Isle. I group 3 people.
I'm all about that.
3 people max is what I like to group with because once you start adding more bodies into the mix, shit starts to go left because one goes over here, one wants to go over here. I don't like doing all that. If I like to have the amount of people that I can put on a mount in my group and be done with it. Took us 45 minutes and like several wipes later to kill Arch because there was only like 7 of us trying to kill him.
And I can't heal instant kills either. There's nothing I can do about that.
It's really difficult being less powerful than what I'm used to for my warlock. I'm excited to get gear because I don't know how to be weak. It's not in my blood. And when I'm on the shaman and I have to be cognizant of where I'm running on Timeless Isle, if I run into an elite, I'm going to get my ass handed to me if my husband's not right there ready with his damage so that we can take something out. But that's what I did. I didn't do beta this week, so if you guys are wanting beta talk, I was on there doing some garrison stuff, but I'm a little pissed off with beta right now. I'm pissed off at what they did to my warlock. I didn't notice it until I rolled a level 100. See, when I started beta, I rolled I copied my tune over as 90 and was progressing, and then I decided, let me see what my lock is like at 100.
No.
But I'm not going to bitch about it because I'm going to get my mind right and I'm going to learn what my weaknesses are, which I already know what they are, and I'm going to learn to compensate for those, and I'm just going to learn to make it better. And it's just a new way to game. It's the same thing in MOP. MOP, they changed so much stuff with the Warlock. When I came back in, I think I took a break right after Kata and right before MOP, I came back and everything was different for the Warlock, and I didn't play for a very long time because I didn't know anything, and then I finally got used to it. So there's a lot of changes, guys, and it's scary. It's scary when it's something that you're used to, and that's your normal, and you come in and everything is different, and the things that you valued most about your tune are gone. Blizzard said, you're not getting this, you're not getting this, you're going to have to choose between this or this instead of having them both. They just decided they were, to them, they're evening the playing field.
OP?
I mean, but...
Yeah, you guys were mages that had heals. That's what you were.
Mages with heals.
That's what you were. And that was the big downfall. A mage versus Warlock was horrible. Although if you watch the Legends of Arena, the mage wins. It was, who was that? It was, they actually had a few duels.
You know...
They had two of the best Warlocks and two of the best mages go at it, and the mages kept winning. And I kept thinking... I suck, because I can never even get close to killing a Warlock.
I would like to duel you on Frysa now that I'm prideful, because before when we would duel in Altric Valley, I was not prideful, I was grieved. So that would be interesting.
I'm ready now. I'm on Argent Dawn. Right now, you just logged me out. You just logged me into Argent Dawn. I don't know if it's always been this way, guys, but at level 25, you level 25 now, right? On your Horde tune.
Oh, my Horde tune is level 26. Fallen.
Yeah, before she tried to invite me to a party, but it would always take her to Tichondrius. Yeah. Now that she's 25 and above, it takes me now to Argent Dawn, where her Horde tune is at. So if you have a buddy who's 25 on the round that you want to be on, it's going to work. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's always been that way, but it's that way now. Because I know before, a couple of my friends tried to invite me to their realms, and it never worked. And they were like level 16 and 17, and it never worked. So, because they didn't want me to invite them to my realm, because they're trying to level up, and my realm's the PvP realm.
I wouldn't want to be on your realm either.
I know. And then I tell you guys that I'm actually switching back to Prodmore for the 10 levels, and then I'm gonna level up, and then I'm gonna go back to Tichondrius.
Why?
Because I'm not gonna level on Tichondrius. There's no way. That place is a war zone. Like, the whole realm is a war zone.
But I think now that everybody's going to have something to do, don't you think that everybody's going to be busy focused on leveling?
Nope.
They hate each other.
No, they all hate each other here.
If you've got the money to burn...
It's only, what, 25 for less stress?
Okay.
25 to go this way, and then 25 to get back.
Yeah, it's true. But it's going to be a while before I go back. It's going to be a while.
Yes, I have a jug of tea.
That is awesome.
You can buy these at Walmart, and they're delicious if you've never had them. It's Marketplace sweet tea.
Buy them at the PWNcast shop.
Here's your mana potion for the day.
So can
/store.
Do you guys remember when Mountain Dew came out with the Horde cans?
I have them. I have them.
You have them? If they came out with that again, I would gain some weight. I'm down.
I also have the Horde, the expansion cups from AMPM that were released, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. My husband went around to all the AMPMs and collected all the different. They had a Burning Crusade, a Lich King, a Kata, MOP. It's their big giant cups. I'm gonna see if my husband will be nice and go get 2 of the cups that I know are right downstairs and bring them so I can show you, because it's pretty awesome. He's not really taking my hint.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What in God's green earth is an AMPM?
You show him to me. We'll have a talk.
So
it's like a 7-Eleven, I guess.
It is. It's exactly like a 7-Eleven. It's just a little bit better because they're a little bit bigger, and the gas is always cheaper at the AMPMs here in Arizona because it's always like 20 cents cheaper than it is anywhere else. But what it was originally intended for was the fountain drinks.
And they love World of Warcraft. Okay.
And I think what happened is this was during Missa Pandaria, and I think that they were trying to promote, and they used AMPM as a means to do that. So what had happened is I would tell my husband, can you please go to different AMPMs and find me these cups? I need to have these cups. And every day...
I would have hoarded everyone I could find.
Because what would happen is you would go to the AMPM and they would only have a ton of 1 cup. So here's 2 of them.
So I would buy that ton and then take my truck to the next store.
Here's one of them.
Want it?
Oh,
It's all Death Knighty and wonderful.
And it's
Shiny.
plastic. It's hard plastic. And then here's another one.
Sounds my Death Knight.
is that Thrall?
Oh, it's Deathwing.
No, the orc.
Yes, this is Thrall.
I would. Oh my! No one would be able to drink out of my cup. I would drink only out of that.
Well, you all know that I have a germ phobia, and with that being said, I have my own fork, my own plate, my own bowl that nobody else is allowed to use, and I have several of these different kind of cups that I have my own coffee cup. If I catch you drinking out of it, you're dead meat. So, but there's two more. I don't know where they're at. I'm pretty sure that they're downstairs. I knew right where these were, so I sent the husband to get these. And then the other one, one's Burning Crusade, and the other's Miss Pandaria. Cup.
Who's on the BC one?
It's a dwarf.
Is he with his hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these, and then obviously the Miss Pandaria, but these came out in, you know what it was? AMPM they were doing a free thing. If you typed in the code when you went to AMPM to buy these, you used to be able to go to warcraft.com/AMPM and you would get free, you would be able to try it for free. This was before they allowed you to do it for free up to 20 levels. Or 15 levels or whatever the cap is.
How did I never see this on like the forums or anything?
You know what? This was I'm trying to think because I don't even know if my son was born yet, but this was a few years ago. This was when I still actually worked in an office and didn't work from home. This was a few years ago that these cups came to be. So that's my swag. That's my swag for the week.
Wow.
I just want to make a special shout out to Spamburger. Spamburger. When I came onto the show, I seen something in PWNcast that I desperately wanted to be a part of, and these guys are truly some of my best friends in life. I mean, we spend a lot of our off work time together, and we share our ups and downs in life together, and we're, the four of us are really, we're a close group of people as much as you can be over the interwebs, but so I came on to bring some organization, which is all I did. I brought organization, I brought a woman's touch to the show and made it where it was more organized. And in doing so, poor Spam has been saying, I'm going to get a new computer so that I can help you. I'm going to get a new computer so that I can help you. And he's been struggling on this tiny Chromebook, bless his heart, just to do the show. Literally,
bless his heart.
I mean, this is how dedicated Spam is. He has been playing on a Chromebook that is not conducive for good anything. So he's been suffering week after week, dealing with issue after issue, and that's how dedicated he is now.
He has the patience of a saint.
He does, but now, finally, finally, he has gotten the computer of his dreams. The computer of his dreams that does everything that he's ever wanted it to do, and I wanted to throw a congratulations his way. For those of us that are into tech stuff, you know what a big moment that is in your life when you get a new computer and that feeling of pulling it out of the box and you're just like, yes.
I remember that day.
You know what it is? Yes. Now instead of wishing that I can record and play my game at the same time and get the kind of resolution that I would like to have for broadcasting it, now I can actually do it.
Can I say what happened with my new computer when I first got it? I went to. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
It's echoing a lot on my thing. I went to a mall. They had a Dell store. And they had Alienware there, so I bought it. And then I said, "Well, where's it going to be shipped to?" And they go, "Well, it's going to be shipped to your house because we can't ship it here." So I said, "Oh, I'm not really happy with that. I'm at work all the time. Like, I don't know what's going to happen." He goes, "Oh, well, we'll put on there that it needs signature." And I go, "Okay, that'll work fine." So that didn't happen.
Famous last words.
So I took about a month to get to me, and then one day my neighbor knocks on my door, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" I go, "Hey, what's up, man?" He goes, "I have a box for you." He goes, "This guy, this UPS guy dropped off a box." He goes, and the box was probably it's about pretty high. I mean, pretty big. He goes, and it said Alienware on it. He goes, and I figured that would be really important to you. He goes, so I took it in. He goes, he left it. Just left it there on the door. So he's like, I got it. So I went and got it. Yeah. Oh my God. I was like praising him.
Let's get married right now.
I was like, right now, You are the man. So I opened it up. I remember opening it up, and I was like dusting it off. I was like, oh man, this is beautiful. Like, and they dropped it off at my door. I was like, are you kidding me, man? I paid like almost $2,000 for this thing, and they dropped it off at my door.
I would kill somebody. Listen, I'm trained. This is right here's my office, and this is where I sit for work. I just sit over in this direction. My window right here, I can hear everything that pulls up in front of my house. My ears are so trained because I order tech stuff over the internet that when I hear the UPS and FedEx man, I know it's them. And I yell out, "Hun, go get the door. It's the FedEx guy." And he's like, "How do you know that?" And he'll go downstairs, and sure enough, it's the FedEx guy.
Wow.
So they could not drop off anything that I wouldn't hear because when it comes to FedEx and UPS, this girl's all in tune. I know exactly who it is. So that's crappy, and I think that should be illegal. Because what if that guy wasn't a nice guy? What if that guy was some weird lurper?
He got a new computer. That's what it would be. He got a new computer.
That shit would have been on eBay in 5 minutes or at the local garage sale.
Lesson learned, be friends with your neighbors.
True story. Don't be mean to them.
No, you never know when they're gonna.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah, you never know.
Agreed. That's very, very much agreed. So Spam, you love your new computer?
I do. I'm still kind of installing stuff,
Gotcha.
But at least now it's working.
I tried convincing my husband.
I installed WoW, and it took like 40 minutes to install WoW, and I was like shocked that it was done.
I tried to convince the husband I needed a new computer because, see, what happens is I get new computer-itis, even though I have a new computer that's not even, I think it's a year old now, because Spam got one. I'm like, I need to know the feeling of a new computer.
Yes, but my previous computer was like 9 years old.
It's really just because I'm a spoiled brat and I wanted a new computer.
Are you going to send it to Phil?
So what ended up happening is my husband was able to abate me wanting to get a new computer, and the way that he was able to abate me getting a new computer was he allowed me to order the iPhone 6
Plus. I was there for that.
The iPhone 6 Plus upgrade, which I should get it next week, and now I'll shut up. I won't talk about a computer at least for another probably 6 months because I got the new.
No, she's going to talk about iPhone.
That saved him more money. Trust in the future. In the end, that saved him more money than buying a computer.
It really did.
Although I did apply for an Aurora from Dell.com, and I did get approved for it, and I slowly backed away, and I said, no, I'm not doing that.
Computers is a huge addiction for me. It's a huge problem. That's why I have 3 of them.
That's a nearly $3,000 computer, that Aurora. Yeah,
yep.
I don't know.
And I thought about it. I said, I'm going to get, I have a lot of tools. The viewers
Let
don't
me
know.
ask you a question. What can't you do on the X51 that you have?
Exactly.
There's nothing you can't do.
There's nothing I can't do.
You don't need a new computer.
No, I wanted to get it so I can give this one to
There's
my brother.
There's a little bit of feedback. Does anybody else hear Ray echoing?
I hear it.
I hear myself
echoing.
Probably because I was renting.
I wanted to give it to...
It's still really bad echo.
I know, I hear it too. It's not coming out of my speakers, though. Let me unplug it.
I'll mute myself.
No, you don't got to mute yourself.
Hello. We good?
Yeah, I don't hear it now.
Are we good now? It reset.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was really loud in my ear.
Are you there, Spammy?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep. It was.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to give it to Elida so I can get a computer that I don't know why I want a new computer again, but it looks cooler. I'm more about cosmetics for the win. So you guys see it right here. This is
really computers are an addiction to me, and I want the rush of feeling the feeling of having a new computer. See, that makes
Frysa, I'm the greatest Black Friday shopper ever. You should just go with me and we'll find something.
It has
for you.
alien language on it.
Yes, it says Alienware X51.
Do you wanna?
Says made in Tijuana.
I love my computer. I think they did a great job with it, and I did do a lot of comparisons to my computer with the local store that we have here in Colorado. I went over there and I said, what is the price difference between this and this X51? I went in there with the X51 paper and I said, where is this computer that you guys made? And they said, we got one right over here. Same exact price, everything identical and ugly. Alienware, very, very smooth that you just saw.
Everybody always takes me computer shopping whenever they need a computer, because here's what happens. We have a store here called Frysa Electronics, and it is my Christmas. The store, whenever I step out of the car, next time it's called Frysa Electronics.
Frysa's Electronics.
So, no, not Frysa, Frysa Electronics.
Frysa Electronics.
I call it Frysa.
But whenever like I'm going shopping for something for WoW, like if I need something, new headset for WoW, or I need new something, when I step out of the car, and next time I'm going to do a screenshot, I step out and I look up at it, and I'm just like, I hear, oh, every time you walk in, and it's like a Sam's Club for electronics. Wow. It's everything you could ever possibly want in an electronic situation, all in one giant area. And it's because it's like a Sam's Club, Walmart, they have the expensive all the way down to the cheap. And you want a mouse, they have 2, 3, 4 sections of just mice. They have 2, 3, 4 sections of just keyboards. So everybody always takes me with them, because what happens when you step into Frysa Electronics, you say, okay, listen, I want to be able to run World of Warcraft. I want to be able to run it at these settings, so I need at least a 2 gig dedicated graphics card, and I need at least this type of processor, and I need this much RAM. Well, what they try to do is to get you to buy the more expensive bullshit that you don't really need, because it has an extra wire in it.
I wouldn't know that. So what happens, last time I took my brother-in-law, and my brother-in-law is deaf to boot, so him trying to talk to salespeople. So I walk in, I go right to the computer I want to get him. I already know what I want to get him. Nobody needs for World of Warcraft. He's been living in the life of never being, like Spam, he hasn't been able to see it on good settings. It's always been on poor. So I'm looking at the computer, and I'm telling him the difference between two, because it's a couple $100 difference, but it's a huge difference. One had a dedicated graphics card and the other one didn't, and I was explaining that he needed the dedicated graphics card. So this lady comes up, and she's this little short lady, and she's like, oh no, you need this one over here. And I'm like, no, I don't, lady. I'm a web developer for a living. There's nothing you can tell me about a computer in this building that I don't already know. And she's like, well, this over here, no, lady, I don't give a shit that you added extra software for an extra $400. That's not what he needs. And then she's like, well, we have these beautiful Toshibas. Don't ever talk to me about a Toshiba. Hey, we have the manufacturer here in Colorado.
Don't ever talk to me about a Toshiba where computers are concerned. If you ever call me on the phone and say, I just got a brand new Toshiba, me and you will never be friends. Those computers are garbage. I don't care who I offend. If you have a Toshiba, garbage.
Well, they're not buying those though for gaming though. It's not. They're buying that just to have a house computer.
No
Toshiba is not bad.
self-respecting gamer has a Toshiba.
No, people who buy Toshibas from Walmart are not buying them to play video games. And if they are, they're going to struggle. But I think a Toshiba for the price for a home computer, I don't think it's a big deal. But if you're going to play games and actually be good at the game you're playing, no, you're gonna have to get something a little more.
You can get a pretty good laptop on the market right around now for like $250.
She tried to sell me a $1,500 Toshiba laptop.
Yeah, she tried to sell you the one that has.
I said, lady, I couldn't pay $1,500 for it. I wouldn't pay $5. You could give me that laptop for free, and I would tell you to kiss my ass. I don't deal with Toshiba products when it comes to gaming. No, thank you.
They never said they were for gaming. I don't think they've ever come out and said buy our computer game.
No. But Frysa Electronics, the salespeople hate me. There's 2 guys there that know me very well and won't even come in my direction because I get very angry. I don't need a salesperson to tell me what I'm buying. I know what I'm buying.
I just didn't understand the prices. I went to Micro Center, Phil knows Micro Center. But you know what? Their custom computers were the same as the Aurora, the same as everything else. I don't see the difference.
Gaming needs are very different than personal computing. Gaming needs are very different. You don't need your average run-of-the-mill laptop for gaming. You need something with specifics. You need higher RAM. You need at the very least, a dual-core processor. A quad, of course, is...
And 8 gigs of RAM.
At minimum. I got into a fight with people in one of the groups because I had made a joke about wanting 16 gigs of RAM, and everybody's like, well, I run it on 4, and it's just fine for me. Well, that's weird because
it's not fine.
Pretty sure you're not.
You have no idea what you're missing.
It's like that person who doesn't who's blind, like they're losing eyesight, but they don't know, and they're like, oh, the world looks great to me. I have no issue. Then you give them glasses.
Experienced it, so to you it is wonderful. But when somebody like me notices a difference, when I look at my brother-in-law's old computer and I'm like, what is this glob of stuff on your screen? And he's like, this is how I play. So now he runs it. We got him a really nice laptop, and he runs it at I don't think he runs it at Ultra. I think he just runs it at the good
But he's
graphics.
fine, completely fine.
Really good.
Seen parts of the game he didn't even know existed.
Well, I know when you raid in Orgrimmar, when I went into the raid with Dylan, your PvP guy.
Oh yeah, Dylan.
Yeah.
There was two groups of us. I think it was like at least 80 people involved in that group, and I never lagged once.
Yeah.
And I have 16 gigs of RAM. And I tell you what, I didn't know how to look up what was being used, but I guarantee a lot of it was being used, man. We were in there raising hell, and no, I wasn't glitching, I wasn't lagging. I was walking around the little throne room doing my stuff. I really wasn't seeing anything, and people on the thing were like, "Oh my God, I can't see anything. This is stupid. Why am I here?" And the whole time,
on my old system, as soon as everyone starts throwing their AOE spells down on the same spot, that would be about the part where as I'm doing my rotation, all of a sudden I look down and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all lit up at the same time.
Sure.
Yeah, and you know you're not even doing anything.
And you're just standing there.
Me, I was walking around. I was walking around doing the same stuff, watching everybody lagging against walls, and it was great. So if you got there, you want to just invest. It's what your hobby is. If this is your hobby, I mean, for example, I'm a bowler. I have up to $2,000 worth of bowling balls in the back of my car. And let me tell you what, I don't even play that. I don't even bowl that much anymore. If I would have invested that much into my computer and my screen and the stuff that I did to make me a better gamer, I would. I mean, if this is what you're going to do for a couple hours every day, invest in something that's going to help.
And if you're on a budget, that's the same mouse I have. I love it. If you're on a budget, it's okay. Play however you can while you can. But if you really, really want something, save up for it. Throw
it's worth it.
$10, $15, $20 a paycheck. Just throw that into some account that you can't even have access to or see. Save up and really, really make the investment.
Oh, you did get a mouse finally.
It's worth it, guys.
With
It's
Warlords of Draenor being released, you really want to experience that to the full intensity that it's meant to be played on. No, we're not knocking anybody that doesn't have the best system. You play on a fucking milk crate if you have nothing else to play on. But if you have it in your ability, then you should make that a goal if that's something that's interesting to you.
I played WoW forever with the one the computer that Eliad is playing on right now, and I absolutely hated that computer. I had everything on poor mode.
It's like a Pentium.
And it was a horrible computer, and I did that for many years. And I thought that's how you played WoW. I didn't really know that wasn't. I didn't know there was more than WoW than that. And when I got my Alienware income tax, I was able to do that, and my whole gaming life changed.
You know you are white trash when all your major purchases are around income tax time, because that's when I get ghetto rich, and you see all these Facebook posts about I'm shopping, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Don't say those words.
So that's it's tax time in the Belle household because I'm at Red Lobster and I'm doing all the things that I would never do. But we're responsible with it. That's usually when we make our big expensive purchases is tax time.
Did you ever notice that Lobster Fest and tax refund time are at the same time of year?
Well, we're getting we're
coincidence? I think not.
Pushing over time a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this episode up. Listen, guys, WOD. I can't do anything right now. WOD is on the horizon. So the pre-patch is coming. That's going to give you something to do. Do all the things that you need to do before this. You are going to be crying on the WoW forums when pre-patch happens and you did not get your Garrosh kill on normal. You did not get your BOA. You did not get your mount. Everybody's going to be crying that this didn't happen. If that's something that you want to do as a personal goal, do it. I personally have no desire to get my Garrosh kill on normal, meaning I'm not going to go out of my way. I'll join a raid group if a raid group invites me. I think we're going to do Alliance Saturday. We're going to do Alliance Saturdays, I think, for PWNcast. And if you guys want to get on that, go to the page. But just do the things, do your jewel crafting, make money in the auction house so that you have a nest egg if you're Alliance and you want to buy the bike. Roll a tune that you want to try in WOD so that you don't spend all your time leveling in WOD. You spend time taking your 90s that you got and making them and doing other things with them. So if you guys have any questions or comments for the show, go to the website, PWNcast.net, do comments here. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, subscribe. We're awesome. Why wouldn't you want video updates? PWNcast is going to be streaming here in the next week or so. We're not famous elitists. If that's what you came to PWNcast for, that's not what you're getting. You're getting real gameplay from real players. You're not getting it from these elitist guys that, yes, they're being helpful and streaming and showing you, but that's not what PWNcast is about. PWNcast is about giving you real gameplay. We're going to show you how to win an arena the real way, and not just because you're Swifty, not just because you're Hotted, but because you're a real player. And that's not a dig at Swifty or Hotted. I love those guys.
Me too. I love those guys.
We are real players and real people, and that's what we bring to the table. We don't bring.
They're not real.
We're giving you how to win it the way we do it, how to do it the way we do it, because it's the way that's been working. So
can I say that I totally agree. I totally agree with that. That is really what it is. You're talking about real gamers,
Yes.
people who play this game every day and try their hardest to give the good people a run for their money. And sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
you know what somebody
and I
said
think
on
it's
our
really,
page?
really cool.
Somebody said on our page, it's nice to see scrubs like me giving information. I love your guys' show. Now, a few of the
My wife thought that was the best comment we've
Some of
had
the page
since we
admins,
founded the
a
page.
few of the page admins thought it was an insult, but to me, you know what that said? That said that this guy recognizes I'm not an elitist asshole that knows everything. I'm somebody that's a real player, and I'm giving you real life advice based off what I know in the game, not what I think you should do. There isn't,
Well,
perfection isn't going to happen all the time. Perfection is how we, in the trenches, work it out and show you how to do it the right way.
this happened a couple of days ago. I was right by the PvP vendors on Frysa, and I was looking at everybody's rating. Well, there was one Shadow Priest there, and he was 2,900 or 2,800, like 2,890 or something like that. His rating was in twos, and I was like, oh my god, something like that. It was really high, and I go, I'm gonna duel this guy. I don't remember what his rating was, but it was really high up there. It was above 2,500, and I go, I'm gonna ask him if he wants to duel me. So I go, all right, let's duel. He goes, are you sure? I go, yeah. He goes, all right. So we run out to the ledge there, and I go, let's go. So we went at it. That was hard. Wow, that guy was hard. Absolutely obliterated me. I did okay. I took his health down to 0.25% once, and then he got back to full health, and I took him down to half. The duel was probably about 35 seconds. And then at the end of it, all he said was, he says, dang, not bad for a scrub. And I was like, yeah, woo, you know what I mean? Because he goes, you had me sweating at one point. He goes, but not bad. He goes, you need to get, he started saying you need to do this and this, and I was like, whatever.
We're going to rebel against the man. In this case, I'm going to call those elitists the man. We're going to rebel against the man, and we're going to show them that these poor peasants, poor tiny little peasants from Goldshire, can rise in the ranks and own you. That's what's going to happen.
I'm from Do It Tour.
So get excited about the PWNcast Twitch stream. We'll be posting it on our Facebook page and all that good happy stuff. And like I said, if you're coming looking for elitist stuff, you're not going to find it. You're just going to find what it is you actually need and not all the other fluff and all that good stuff.
I know, I'm sorry, we're trying to end this. I went to skillcapped.com, and I was going to join as a member. It's only $5 a month, or you can pay $25 for 6 months. And it has a lot of cool stuff on there, okay? Now hold on. So I don't know if this website is actually active anymore. It might be. It looks active. All the videos look like they were just posted like last week. I tried my best to join this website. I cannot join it. I don't know what's going on with my
Who are we talking about?
skillcap.com.
I would not pay $5 a month for information I can get for free.
I would. Only because I was against it at first, but then when you start reading the website and all this
Go to
stuff,
worldoflogs.com.
Why would you pay $5 for something you could get for free?
well, no, it's not. And they make it real clear on there. This is not YouTube stuff. that is for amateurs. They kept saying that over and over again.
That's
this is
what
the
people that want your $5 tells you.
True. But hold on.
Hey, we're not amateurs. Give us your $5 because we're not amateurs.
I
outta here.
wanted to do it so I can see what the website was about. I wanted to see the information they give. The website looks absolutely phenomenal. It has tons of great videos.
Stop plugging for bullshit. No.
You can't view any of it until you pay $5.
Don't give
Now,
me your money.
I would give it $5.
I don't buy gold, and I ain't buying your
I
damn
wanted to see what
side
it was
media.
about, and I can't log on to that website. It's not working. No matter what I do, The
Did
second
you
I
give
hit
him the $5?
no, it doesn't take it. It keeps taking me to an error page. So I don't know if it's just today that it's not working.
Because you have a anti-spam / virus scanner on your computer,
I do.
and it's preventing you from doing something foolish.
Maybe the site's down. I don't.
It's the gods telling you not to waste your $5
If the website looks amazing. If any of you guys are out there and you want to check it out, check it out.
Listen, we're going to make a website that's going to charge you $5. Give us your money.
I don't know. These guys are
I'm
great.
kidding.
You know what?
Send $5 to the Feed the Podcast kids,
Feed the
and
Podcast
I'll run
kids.
you through Seizure Bible.
Actually, like, pay $5, and then you learn everything you want in 1 month, and then cancel your subscription, and then you got everything you needed out of your character.
Well, we're amateurs. We got YouTube.
YouTube's actually pretty good. I like it.
All right, guys, we're gonna end this show. It's way over time, and Belle's got shaman stuff to do. So thank you for joining us. We'll be back same time next week. Leave us your comments, subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
You're not even waving. Bye.